Hey everyone, this is April Marie from aprilmarietucker.com, and I'm just going to do a quick training today. Actually, a few days ago I did a training on how to set up your sales pages with your reseller rights and all that good stuff, and I promised training on lead generation, the capture pages that I'm creating to really just help you guys stand out from the rest. You know, you don't want to be sending out the same pages as everybody else. It not only does it get saturated and make it a lot harder for you to generate leads, but it also sets you apart from everybody else out there and makes you look like an expert marketer, even if you're just starting off day one. So before we get started, I just wanted to mention Network Marketing VT. We're going to be talking a lot about Network Marketing VT. The tools that we will be using is in the back office of Network Marketing VT. And if you're not familiar with Network Marketing virtual training, basically it's a product suite coupled with training anywhere from mindset to lead generation strategies. But the product suite is just really spectacular. You really get about 94 different products back there. And one of the products we will be using, actually a few of them, you get all these different product downloads, and it's free to try, 14 days free trial. You get to keep the products even if you decide not to continue. So I highly recommend that before you get started with this training, sign up for Network Marketing VT so you can really just follow along and go while I take you step by step on how to create your custom capture pages, your free offers, and all these things. And I'm going to talk a little bit about you know, some of the lead generation strategies that I'm using, but not only that, why you need to create your own free offers, okay? Because free offers are going to convert a lot higher than like if you were to just send out, you know, a Network Marketing VT splash page, the replicated one. It's going to convert a lot higher, and after all, at the end of the day, this is all about building your list. All right, so let's get started. I'm actually in the back office in Network Marketing VT. And sorry, it took me a little bit to get this training out to you guys. It's just, there's a lot to put together on this, you know, and I was kind of procrastinating, to be honest with you, just procrastinating on getting it out there because there is a lot that goes along with this, and really just making sure that I present this in the right way to you guys. I had a few people that had came to me on my last training, said it was just a little bit too techy for them. So I'm going to do my best, you guys, to just make this completely simple for you. Matter of fact, I have all my windows already open, and just really kind of just run through this really quick for you. And by the way, if you're not a real techie person, I actually had somebody come to me and say he can't do it, it's just too techie, it's too frustrating for him. Even though I walked everybody step by step on how to do it, and everybody had phenomenal results, there's some people that just don't want to get into all that. I will offer you guys to just hook up with me. I'll leave my email below. If you want to outsource it to me, I'll be more than happy to put up your capture page for you, okay? And I'm not doing that to make an extra buck. We can work out a reasonable price on that. But I'm more doing it because I want everybody to be able to really get real results in Network Marketing VT, especially my team and the people that are in the Facebook groups. You guys all really touch my heart, and I really appreciate all the kudos that you guys gave me the other day. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create a couple of, well, whatever really you want, you know, and the key here is to be a little bit creative. Now here's one that I created for just a free ebook, 100 techniques to increase more sales. Let me just really quick go back. I don't have this page here, I think. Okay, so this is it right here. And I actually just switched the background to red. I did have a money background, but I just switched the background to red, and I'm going to show you the plugins to use for that, since it is not part of, it is a free plugin, but it's not part of the package that you install inside of, or in the back office of Network Marketing VT. So you can see I have my capture page right here, and here's my capture form. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create capture forms too through Aweber. That's what I recommend. I recommend Aweber. It's what I'm familiar with. So if you're not using Aweber, it's completely up to you. If you know how to work your autoresponder and you know how to do this stuff, just so you know, I'm using Aweber. Okay. As you can see, I've got this a little bit of copywriting here. You know, you want to be unique. You don't want to put exactly what is in your back office in Network Marketing VT. I recommend being a little bit savvy with your copywriting. If you hook up with me, I do have a copywriting ebook. I would be more than happy to give you if you're already in Network Marketing VT. I'll just give you that copywriting ebook. I'll have to find it, but I do have one if you want to brush up on those skills. A little bit anyways. The whole idea, you know, we're in an information age, okay? So the internet, what are people looking for? They're looking for information. That's what the internet's for. I don't know how many times I've gone to the internet to look up a recipe. One time my water heater, the pilot went out, and my fiance was out of town, so I had to go to YouTube and figure out how to light my pilot because I didn't know how, you know. So we're in information day and age, and that's what people are using the internet for. They're using it for information. So anytime you can lead with valuable information, whether it be a free ebook, a training video, maybe it's a webinar that's already pre-recorded that you did, you are going to have way better results than if you're leading with your opportunity. It's just the way it goes. You know, people don't care about your products. They don't care about your company. They don't care about that stuff. They want to know how you're going to help them. And this is just a surefire way to build, you know, create authority and for you to be able to stand out as a leader and help people, okay? Because remember, you have to give to receive, okay? So focus on being a giver, focus on helping people, and you're going to watch your business just have phenomenal results. It's bottom line. So just follow those tips. Those are real helpful tips right there, and you'll be on your way. Okay, so now what we're going to want to do, we're going to create a product, a free gift, okay? I'm going to do a free gift today. Now, I'm going to show you really quick before that. Let me just show you my network marketing VT page that I created. And it's a lot different than the one that our replicated page back in network marketing VT. This is one that I created. I've actually created a couple of them just to kind of target different people. And what's really cool about this is what I'm going to show you actually is that you'll be able to test what works. Okay, this one's it's converting it right now at about 35%. I actually haven't done a solo ad in a while. I've been more focusing on my blogging and list building through events and things like that. So I haven't really tested this in a while. But right now, the last I looked, it was converting at about 35%, which is pretty good. I would say 40% is phenomenal. That's really good. 35% is pretty good though. So this is one that I've actually created. Now don't copy this, you know, but create one of your own, you know, that just basically leads to network marketing VT. Because what's happening is especially if you're doing solo ads, is that, you know, the replicated page that you get within network marketing VT, it's kind of getting saturated. And even some solo ad providers aren't even accepting them. So, you know, to get around all of that, I highly recommend following this training and creating your own and just being creative with it and testing. And you can see I put, you know, 30 days, I put stop. This is actually just an image that I used Google Images, and I just Googled, you know, stop. Okay, don't let this opportunity pass you by. 30 days to 10K. Free videos reveal how to bank a 5-figure monthly income in 30 days or less without selling or pitching your brother, mother, cousin, or neighbor. Keep your money and start for free today, okay? And they just enter their email, and then they go right to my network marketing VT videos, okay? So they go to my replicated network marketing VT, you know, site, but I lead them in with a very unique capture page, which I highly recommend you doing. And by following this training, that is what you'll be able to do, along with many, many other things, and utilizing your products back here. Now, some of these products, actually, a lot of them already have files that you can actually, like with my other training that I did the other day, you can actually just upload the files like I showed you in there. The reason why I like to do it different is, once again, I like to be unique. You know, I like to stand out in the marketplace. I like to test. You know, you know, I feel like maybe mine might convert better because I feel like my copywriting's a little better. I don't know, you know, but just to recommend, you know, start creating your own, start, you know, getting your feet wet. If you're brand new, day 1, day 2, week 1, you know, month 1, and you've never done any of this kind of stuff, just start getting your feet wet into this, and actually you're going to be ahead of the game tremendously just because you did. I'll tell you what, about 2 years ago, I was not creating my own custom capture pages. When I first got started, you know, my first year, my second year, I did not create my own. And actually, network marketing VT has really helped me and opened my eyes, and has really excelled me to be a better marketer because of all the products that they offer. So, all right, first of all, you're going to want to download WordPress easy WordPress sales pages, okay? So you're going to want to download that. So when you log into Network Marketing VT, go ahead and just do a search, okay? So go underneath products, all right, members area, product downloads, okay? And go to WordPress Easy, all right? Just do a little search and go ahead and download right there. Easy WordPress sales pages. And I'm just actually gonna put that up on my notepad so you guys can see it. Trying to get a little organized here for this training. Okay, so Easy WordPress sales pages. That's the one I'm using. That's the one you're going to want to download. And I'm actually going to just go ahead and, how did I do that? Go on over to my cPanel here. Okay, so I'm using HostGator. If you don't have HostGator, I'll leave a link below. You can go ahead and sign up for HostGator, and really this isn't that complicated. You'll need a domain name if you don't already have one. You'll need the HostGator. I recommend the baby package so you can have enough room and space to be able to do the things that you want to do. You know, having many domain names and things like that. Baby package is perfect for that. So basically what we're going to do is if you already have a blog, you're going to want to set up another one. So we're going to click on subdomain here. We're going to create a subdomain, okay? So I'm just going to create a subdomain onto my normal blog, which is aprilmarietucker.com. So it's just going to be a subdomain, and this is the subdomain. So I have nmbt1.aprilmarietucker.com. This is actually a subdomain that I've created, okay? And I'm just going to go down to, so you want to pick your blog. aprilmarietucker.com is what I'm going to pick. And let's see, what do I want to name this? Actually, I already picked out my product. So, let's see here. It is Big Book of Home Business Lead Generation. So, I'll just put lead. And it doesn't matter, you guys can pick whatever you want. Whatever, maybe you want to put free offer. Maybe that's what I'll do. Free offer. One word. Alright, free offer. Alright, so I've got the subdomain creation, and it's working here. It's thinking. Yay! Okay, so now I want to go back. Actually, I want to go to home. Excuse me. And now I want to go to Fantastico Deluxe, okay? So we're just going to go right on over to Fantastico Deluxe. And we're going to install WordPress. Now that we're in Fantastico Deluxe, we're going to want to click on WordPress. Okay, follow along with me here, guys. WordPress. Click on that, and you're going to click on New Installation. Okay, so click on New Installation, and that's actually one of my old domains. I have to ask them how to get rid of that. It's not even active anymore. Okay, freeoffer.aprilmarietucker.com. Now remember, I created that subdomain. You're going to want to select that. Make sure you're selecting the right one. If you have a couple of different ones back there, you don't want to override anything. Okay, so this will actually cancel out anything that you already have on the site if you're not careful. You don't install in the right place. So leave install in directory empty. You're going to want to create a username. Okay, so whatever it is, your name, whatever. Okay, and we'll just do April123 for now for this training. And see, I got admin access data, password, make sure you create that, admin nickname. You can just put your name if you want. I would change your email. Whatever that says is just the default. I would do whatever it is that is your email. Your site name, you want to change that. So you know, whatever it is that you want to call your site, you can call it free offer, a free download, whatever it is that you want, okay? Description, you can leave that blank, install WordPress. Alright, finish installation to continue, and it will say where it's going to be created. So we're just going to click on finish installation. And we're going to let it blink, blink, blink. Do not remove file names and text profiles from the installation directory. Afterwards. overview, and this is where we can log in. So this is your password. What I recommend doing is emailing yourself this information so that you have it, and you can save it, create a file in your email, whatever. All right, and what I also recommend doing, let's see here, go back really quick, click on that link. That will actually take you to be able to log in. Okay, so what I would do is I would actually bookmark that. Done. So I use Chrome, and it's real easy. I just click that little star. I don't know what you use, but I think I already pretty much saved. So we're just going to go ahead and log in. Okay, and this is what your dashboard will look like when you're brand new and you're just starting off. It's not what it's always going to look like, but I'm going to save the password. And it says, welcome to your new WordPress site. Now, let's visit the site, because I want to show you what it looks like. This is WordPress. It's just the generic website that it looks like when it's installed. Everybody gets this template. But you can change that, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to go back over to Network Marketing VT Virtual Training and do your search for your easy WordPress sales pages, like I showed you before. And you want to click on download, okay? And once you've done that, you're going to get a download in a zip folder, and it's going to show up, well, if you have Windows 7, it will show up down here. What you want to do is you want to open that. All right, now click on Easy WordPress Sales Pages, and click on Easy WordPress Sales Pages again, click on Custom Reviews, Easy WordPress Sales Pages PUO, and you want to click on themes, but you want to extract all the files, okay? And that will just take you right on over to here. And I already have done that, so it's not going to work again. But basically, what you want to do is after you have done that, you want to go back on over to Easy WordPress Sales Pages again. Let's see here if I get this right. Click on themes, and you want to actually, that's not the right window, hold on. Okay, so now we've got that up. So after you've extracted it, and I've actually done this a couple times, like I said, this is kind of the tricky part for me. So you want to right click on Plain and Simple Bonus Theme 3, okay? Let me see if I can put that up on a notepad here. Have it. I won't do that. Plain and Simple Bonus Theme 3. Now there's a couple of, obviously there's a bunch of different themes back there, so you can pick and choose which one you want to do. You can test or whatever. I like the Plain and Simple because I can change the background. It's simple, so that's the one I've been using. So you want to download that one. So, okay, so now you want to right click and you want to send to compressed zip folder, okay? And we've done that. So let's go back on over to install themes. Now what we want to do is we're in our WordPress now, so we're back over at WordPress. We want to click on Appearance, Themes, and then Upload. Okay, so click on, Install Themes tab right here, and then Upload. Now we're going to choose a file, and you can see here's my zipped file. So it has to be a zipped file. So you want to click on that, and then click Open. Okay, and then it's going to ask you to activate it. Install now, and I don't know if it will reinstall this because I've already installed. So it cannot be installed. Let's go back. Click on the wrong one here. Okay, well that's a shortcut. If that works. And I think it's because I've already installed it. So that could be why. So once you've done that, then you should see it over in your themes. And things keep popping up there. Okay, yeah, so it's there, and I've already installed it. WordPress sales page, okay, so you got the widgets, you got the footer. If you click on footer, you'll want to just go ahead and delete that. Alright, save all changes. Alright, so now what we have here is, let's visit the site, let's see where we're at. You can see it's just a box, and actually you're going to want to delete this, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So we're going to go back, go back, and go to pages, go to all pages, and just go ahead and click delete. Alright, trash for that sample page, because that's just part of the blog, okay? So just make sure you go over to pages. Let's see if there's anything on post. All post. Yeah, hello world. Get rid of that. Trash. Okay. And now what we want to do is we actually want to start building our space page. So let's go on to pages and click add new. Well, you know what, wait, before we do that, let's install the plugins that we're going to need. Let's install plugins. Okay, so remember I talked about the background, and there's also an exit pop, which this is, you guys, a hot tip for all of you. But you want to be able to install a background, so it's not just a plain white background. Alright, and see I got a background here. Alright, so you can change it on every page that you create once you have this in there. That's pretty cool. But you also want to install the exit pop-up, which is really cool, and it will actually really boost your conversions. As you can see, I say, wait, before you go, you need to see this. Learn how to architect a 10K recurring income in 30 days or less. Your bank account will thank you. Click stay on page to learn more. So if they stay on this page, it's actually going to take them from my free offer to my network marketing VT squeeze page, which is super cool, and it will boost your conversions, so you're not losing everybody, because a lot of times people will just click off a page and not think much of it, and I'm not interested. But you want to catch their attention so that they go and they can see something else, because maybe that's just not for them, but you know, network marketing VT is. Okay, so let's go back over to plugins, and you can just get rid of this Hello Dolly here, or just delete it. Yeah, it's way too filed. Akismet is just basically, it is a spam plugin. You can just leave that. It doesn't matter. You can activate it, but I don't think anybody can comment on these pages anyway, so don't worry about it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on Add New. And we are going to do a search, and I'll leave these below so you guys have them, for WordPress backgrounds light. Going to install it. Okay, so now we're just going to install now. Okay. Activate plugin. And that's for your background, once again. And then also we are going to install Pinoy. And I'll use that below as well. And this will really, really help you guys. You can use this on your blog posts too. Hot tip for you, if you already have a blog and you're writing blog posts, let's say you recommend something in there, where you can use this as an exit pop-up on each of your blog posts as well. So cool. Okay, so you can see right here, like this is actually my blog here. Go to edit page, and right here below I can put a redirect URL. So when they go to leave my page, they will get an exit pop-up that will do whatever I want, and I'll just put it in the message in the alert box, and I'll just have a redirect URL. So more than likely I'll be recommending network marketing VT, so I'll put a redirect URL. Okay, so that's really fantastic to add to your blog as well. Okay, so let's go back to installed plugins. Let's install Pinoy pop-up on exit, and let's activate the plugin. Alright, so now that we've done that, now we want to go over to pages. First, what are we going to put on these pages? Okay, Maybe you don't have a free offer. We're going to go over free offers today. Like I said, you can create your network marketing BT squeeze pages, whatever it is that you want. But today, I've already actually got one picked out, which is the big book of home business lead generation methods, which I'm going to add to a blog post that I'm going to create here probably tomorrow. So let's just do, well, actually you can, I mean, look at, you got 100 SEO tips. I mean, these are all ebooks that you guys can use. I used this one the other day, 100 techniques to more sales. Let's see here if I can find that. And that's this one right here, and I created that, so when they enter their email, they're going to go to my download page, which I actually just created on my blog with a video. I highly recommend using video, just thanking them for subscribing. It can be very generic. Let's say you're creating a lot of offers like I am, you just want to, tell them to click the download now button, let them know that, what you're all about. And I'll leave a link for this one so you can kind of see how the sales process works and what my video says, and come up with your own wording, but so you can kind of know what to go over in your video. It just really builds rapport, you know what I mean, and it lets your new subscriber get to know you a little bit better and know that you're a real person and you're really there to help. And it will really boost your relationship with your list by using a video, just thanking them for subscribing to your newsletter. Which, by the way, that's what I use for my free offers, is just my newsletter. There's no autoresponder follow-up except for one follow-up email, which just basically, is a brief introduction, and, and I also give them my free ebook, the link to that, and I also give them network marketing BT. So, really cool. All right, so let's go back to where we left off. Pages. Alright, so now we're going to actually create our page, and like I said, I'm going to use the big book. Let's just pull this up. There we go. The big book of lead generation. So what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to save image as. Save it. Once you've done that, you want to open it up. Okay, let me just open mine up here. What you want to do is you want to open it up with paint if you can and resize it. Now some of these don't need to be resized. So if you're satisfied with the way it looks and all that stuff, you're good to go. But I resized this one because it was a little bit small, and it's just basically I opened it up with paint. I resized it. I'm not going to go into a tutorial on how to use paint, so just so you know, you may need to resize it. You just click on resize. I used the pixels, 300, 390 was horizontal, 390s were vertical, and you're good to go, okay? And then you want to save it, and I would save it as, and then add it to your desktop, okay? So now that you've got that, you actually want to open up WordPad. And dry around in these parts. Okay, so what I do is I use a little bit of copy, from what is back here already. So let's see here. This says, this book will serve as an indispensable guide to learning about concepts behind how people generate endless leads for their home-based business. Any networker should know this by now. These are your lifelines. Okay, so this is more of a book for network marketers. So what I normally do is I'll put attention, struggling network marketers. Alright, and we'll just put that. Attention. I'm going to actually put that in caps. And really, you guys, just be very creative with this, and you don't, there's not a wrong or a right way to do this, really, if you ask me. If you don't, all it is getting started, and practice makes perfect. So, just start practicing, especially if you're brand new, just start practicing with different things, and eventually you just get better, and don't be afraid, to make it, don't get all into the technical part of all of this and trying to figure it all out before you get started, and making sure you know your copywriting and all of these things, okay? Don't try to do that. Just start being creative and really just get that flow going. And just getting started is like my best advice to you. And now I'm a blue, so it's a little bit easier for me because I'm just like one of those people, I just go with the flow and I don't worry about, you know, the details until after. And I just figure it out as I go. So that is one thing that I can really, really recommend to you all. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change the font on this one. And I like Comic Sans for the top part. And what I'll do is I'll bold it. I may even enlarge it. Okay, and I like red. Red is an aggressive color. It makes people feel aggressive. So red is a really good color and it stands out. So you know what I do like though? I like this red right here for that part. So I mean, and it doesn't matter, like you can kind of just copy from like what you did before, and that's just kind of what I do, you know. Okay, this book will serve as an indispensable guide to learning about the concept behind how people generate endless leads for their own base business. Any networker should know this by now. Leads are the lifeline of your business. So let's go back and just kind of look at what I put for this one, okay? Just to kind of get an idea, because I'm not going to go into all this, and I'm going to just show you basically how to do this, okay? So I'm going to go into all this, you know, copywriting and all this stuff, so I'm trying to make this training not too long. Okay, so learn how to boost your income online with this free ebook. And actually, you guys, it's kind of funny, but the shorter, the sweeter, the better. I mean, it works better, okay? So you get into all this, you know, long squeeze pages and sales pages and all that stuff. People don't read that stuff, especially blue people like me. We don't read that. We just want to, it's like, get straight to the point. Let me see if this offers for me. And what I notice is that the shorter, the sweeter, the better. It just converts a lot better, okay? So let's go back up to WordPad. I'm going to change the font. I'll put 3. And I'll go back over here. We're going to make this easy. Any networker should know this. No. I'm just going to copy that. And like I said, we're not going to get, this book will serve as an indispensable guide to learning about the concept behind how people generate endless leads to their home-based business. So now I'm actually going to change the font because I don't like it. And I like and we will change it back to black, and we're going to center this. Alright, so we got this center, 3, attention to learning network marketers, 3, this book will serve as an indispensable guide to learning about the concept behind how people generate endless leads for their home-based business. Okay, so what I want to do is I actually want to enlarge this. And just give you kind of a better idea. I'm going to leave it at 20. I think 20 is good. That's big enough. I'm going to change the color of that. 3 is an indispensable guide to learning about the concept behind how people generate endless leads. Concept behind how to generate endless leads. I don't know how to. It just works better. Honestly, it's for your home. Okay, got to break it up a little bit for people so they can kind of, especially if they're a skimmer like me, they're not going to read it all. How do you like that? So I'll put the parentheses there. And let's highlight that, and let's do, you know what, 1, 2. break it up for them, okay? Okay, because people, they kind of skim, so when they're going to see how to generate endless leads for your home-based business, right? Okay, now what we want to do is, what is the name of the book? It's the Big Book of Home-Based Business Lead Generation. Alright, now remember we put our, we copied our image and we saved it, we resized it. So now I'm just going to put that there. I'm going to make it smaller. $16 is good for me. I don't know about you. No, we don't want that. I love the book, man. I like that one. I like that one. Okay. Should we change the color? We will do, right, just make it look. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to add our picture. And with all the files I have on my desktop, let's find it. There it is, Big Book Pick. Remember, I resized it, I saved it, and there you have it. Now, I like the gray because it kind of matches the book. It was a little bit blurrier than I'd probably like, but hey, it works. Alright, I'm going to get rid of that cursor there. I don't want that cursor there, so just get rid of that. Now what we want to do is use Jing. Now, if you don't have Jing, you need Jing. You need it, you need it, you need it. I'll leave a link for that. If you don't have it, just download it. It's free. You know, you don't need to do much with it. And I'm going to resize here. I try to make this as close as possible. Now, attention struggling network marketers, you can put attention struggling home-based business owners, you know, whatever you want. Just be different, try different things, test. It's all about testing and marketing and until you get the, you know, the results that you want. Now, this is perfect for something like solo ads, you guys. Like I said before, you know, a lot of solo ad providers, they want free offers. So this is a great way for you to build your opt-in list is by using network marketing BT and using the products that they offer back there. Alright, now we're going to capture an image. Okay, so now I've got that captured. Now I'm going to put whatever you can remember, you know. Alright, so now I saved that image. Okay, so while we're here, why don't you just go ahead and download that? Go ahead and download your big book or whatever it is that your free offer is going to be. Go ahead and download that, okay? And you can see, now you can use Adobe to kind of open this up and I already have mine created. And I'm also going to leave you a better tool to use to kind of edit it, because with Adobe, I mean, it just doesn't have, like, you see comment, sign, to sign it. I mean, it just doesn't have, like, where you can add image and all these things. So what I use, and I'll leave a link for this as well, is PDF Escape. And you just basically upload your ebook. You can add your text, your images, whatever it is that you want to, and then you just click this button right here, save and download PDF, okay? And then that way you have it, and then you can just upload it to your blog as a media file, okay? Okay, so let's go back to squeeze page mode. Let's create our squeeze page. Now let's add new page. Let's see here. Add new page. Okay, now you can add a title here, and whatever it is that you want to put. free ebook, free download, free quick book of, let's see here, grab this. You can just put that there if you want to, whatever it is you want. Okay. And this was actually going to show up. Let's change the permalinks, you guys. Oh, I forgot to show you this. Let me show you how to do that. Just click on change permalink, and I need to actually go back and just click post name, okay, and click save changes. Alright, go back to the pages here. Once you've done that, then you can kind of have it as post name, and it will show up like so. But what you want to do is you kind of want to shorten it. That's what I would do anyway. And if you wanted to just kind of, whatever it is that you want to, you can just shorten it, whatever, so you remember. And have as a link, okay? So now what we want to do is we actually want that image that we just created, we want to upload our image. And we are like running right on time, not really. Let's see here, go to desktop and select image that we just created. Cool. So, I don't need to do anything with that, but what I would do is I would center it. I would put full size, and I would, yeah, you definitely want to put full size, and I would insert into pose, okay? Now, let's preview. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. See, so now we're getting somewhere here. So now we actually want to go ahead and start creating our download page, okay? So let's open up a new window. Again, here. Open a new window. Just go back over to create whatever the domain name was that you just created. Paste and go. Oh, I don't know why it's not. Oh, because there's nothing on that page. It's okay. We'll fix that in a second. Okay, so now we want to upload our media. So add new. And if you have a blog and you want to send them over to your blog, that's perfectly okay too. Like I said, I showed you mine. You can go ahead and opt in and kind of get ideas from what I've done. Select files here. And where is my book? Big book. My big book. Since I already have it opened, you can just drag it on over. Instead of looking through all my many files. Right? Okay, so now we want to copy that URL. Now we've got that saved, and you can see I have image there, I've got this, and that will actually seal it. I'll show you. What? Okay, so you definitely want to open it up and grab that, okay? So once you've done that, now you want to go over to pages, add new. And what I would do, let's actually start here. Like I said, I mean, you can add a video like I did. I already have a video that I've already made. Actually, I'm going to just go ahead and so you can see right here, I've got the video, I've got a download now button. If you want to, you can actually copy that once you've opted in if you want, and add that there. I'm just going to do my download now button here. Media library. Oops, sorry, it's on computer. Select files. And I'm going to go to my desktop here and get my download now button. And you can actually go on like Google Images and do a Google search for download now button. The sky's the limit here, guys. Really. I mean, just be creative with this stuff. I've given you a couple resources here. You can figure it out, I'm sure. So now that I've actually uploaded it, I want to make sure, this is very important. See this link URL right here? You want to copy the link URL to your big book. There, okay? So right here, go ahead and click paste and insert into post. I would center it, yes, insert into post. There you go, there you have it. Add your video, which I'm going to do right now, and add my video. That code, copy it. And like I said, highly recommend video, okay? Use videos in all your marketing, be as congruent as possible. Make sure that they're seeing you. It's so important. It really is. Make sure that they're seeing you and you're building a relationship, even if you suck at doing videos. My video's not that great. I was like, man, should I put this one up or should I redo it? But you know what? I'd rather get a video up and redo it later than worry about being perfect, okay? Because we're not all perfect, and we are the way we are. So just be you, and just say hello and let them know that there's a real person behind that computer screen, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and publish this. Actually, I should have previewed it first, but go ahead and view the page. Oh, you know what? I gotta change that. I'm gonna click download, and I'm gonna put download here. Don't be like me, see? I'm correcting it, it's alright. So now we want to download, we want to copy this. Now that we've got that page created, we're going to check it out and make sure everything's working great. And we're going to click on View Page. So you can see that they've got my video. You can add wording. You can let them know where to find you. Like I said, you can do this on your blog, whatever. But for this training tutorial, I'm just going to keep it super simple. And we're going to make sure that everything works. So we know the video works because it's there. Isn't that nice, you guys? They get a welcome from you, letting them know what to expect from you, from being on your list, letting them know that you hate spam too, that you want to help them, that kind of stuff. It just really builds a great relationship. And just so you know too, like with that PDF creator, I just want to show you kind of what I did. Go down here. This is actually a pretty big book. You can see I added my April Marie Tucker. So if you're an NMBT, to start really utilizing strategies listed in this book, do yourself a favor and get the needed tools to explode your business in 30 days or less. Then I put my 10K formula link there. I put my e-cig there. I just made a copy of it and I put it there. Brand it to you guys, brand it to you. Build authority by giving away free offers like this. I cannot express enough how much that will help you in your business. Okay, so now we've got the free ebook here. You know what I should have did? I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna go back a little bit. Go back to edit page. I forgot to show you this. This was really, you know what, it doesn't matter, but I was gonna say when you upload your image, you can click to open in a new window so that they can kind of keep you open. And I do this on my blog a lot, actually, is I just keep it open. And let me just go to advanced settings, and right here, open link in a new window. Okay, update, open link in a new window. Okay, so we got that. And I'm going to edit this as well, so that it goes to that. Okay, and review page. Update. Oh, that's fine. So I didn't update it. Okay, so I've got the view page, and it will take you right to your download page. and then they can download. Alright, so now we want to go over to Aweber. I'm not done yet. And this doesn't take very long once you're, I mean, I'm rambling a lot. So once you get this down, it shouldn't take you too long. I would say no longer than 30 minutes. And like I said, if you want to outsource it and you don't feel like going through the headache of all of this, then it's, you know, completely up to you. So we want to go over to web forms. Now, if you don't have a newsletter, we want to create a newsletter file. I'm not going to go into Aweber, but you want to create a newsletter file with just a, you know, just one, you know, Okay, so now we're into the web forms, and we want to create a new web form. Alright, so I'm actually going to show you this from scratch here. Basically what I do is I just do the basic. I load the template, and I'm going to try to show you this as quick as possible. I take out the name. I just want to capture their email for free gifts and offers. The less information they have to provide, the more likely that they're going to want to trade that information with you. It's kind of funny, but that's the way it is. Now you want to click on the label right there. So what I did was I actually just close that out so I can show you. Click on that, edit. Take out label here, okay? It just works better. You can just put enter your best email. Okay, remove text and click. You want to make sure that's checked. Okay, we want to save that. No, we're not done yet. Okay, I usually remove that. And if you want, you can copy what I normally put. In the footer, I hate spam too. Save. Okay, so now create input. Now you want to click on advanced. So if you want to make this a little bit, you know, different, stand out more, you know, you can do that. Style, solid, inset, background. You can put a background color. You can resize all of this. So to make it look nicer, right? You might wanna send it like that. And let's see here, go to labels. You might also want to reposition it. Okay, so you go to labels. Your submit button, you can easily, like I said, you can make a download now button using whatever it is that you want to use. You can find one. You know, I think this package actually comes with one. So actually, here. Actually, you know what? Instead of finding one, I'll just show you. I'll leave the link below so you can use this if you want, so you don't have to go through the headache of it. Actually want to do, I'm going to show you how to do something really quick. We've got that image uploaded, so now that we've got that image actually uploaded, what you can do is you can actually go over to media, add new. And this is what you're going to have to do. If you want to add any image or anything to your web forms, you're actually going to have to create a URL. So you can use your WordPress blog to do this by adding media. Now, once you've done that, you just want to go ahead and copy that URL. Let's see. And do that and click enter. And see, now I've got a download now button. Or you can do a get instant access now button, which you can get out of your package that you just downloaded if you want, and just make sure that you upload it as an image to your media library and just do exactly like I just showed you. Now what we want to do is let's the header. Alright, so for the background image, once you already have this uploaded, it's actually kind of easy. You can just, copy and paste it. But what I want to do is I want to add new to the media library here, /files, and I'm going to look for my button, which I believe is in downloads. I like this little flashy arrow, which you can find lots of different flashy arrows in your package. This one I like, arrow down. Once you have done that, you can just go ahead, save all changes, and copy the URL before you save all changes, okay? And go on over to where's the lever, and I'll give you the dimensions on this one as well. So we want to actually put it on center, and we're going to need to add padding here. This is not the right one. Here we go. I believe it's 30. Let's see. 30. Actually, you know what? Let's put 32. See what happens. Okay, so that shows the whole thing. And I want to commit button. I want to make sure that centered. I guess that's the centered is what's going to get. Oh no, actually that kind of looks better. So you just kind of fiddle with this stuff, guys. And now we have save web form. Now what we want to do is we want to go back over to settings, and you want to create a form name, okay? Because that way you can track where your opt-ins are actually, coming in from. But which sales pages are actually converting better, okay? Because obviously if you're getting opt-ins, you're getting email, you'll be able to do that, right? So what I want to do is I want to go out and move the page, go right on over to the big book, home business lead generation. And I'm just going to name it that. You can shorten it. Just make sure it's something that you can remember that, where it's coming from, okay? We want to know what pages are doing what and what's doing the best. So now what I do is I actually create a custom page. Okay, so you want to make sure you select custom page. Now remember that page that we just created with the downloads, Facebook, home-based business, and we want to copy that link. Alright, and we want to go right on over to GitHub again. We want to paste that link right there to your custom page. I usually do open in a new window, like I said, up to you, whatever you want to do. I'm not saying it's the right way or a wrong way, I don't know. It's just the way I do it. So I'm going to actually do the already subscribed page as a custom page too, just because I hate that when I try to opt into something because I've already opted into their list. So that means if they're anywhere in your list, they won't be able to get the free offer. So that kind of stinks. You want everybody to be able to have it, especially if they're coming to your blog and stuff like that. So just use the already subscribed page and do the same thing I just did with this thank you page. And now click Save Web Form. Alright, so now we're at, now we want to go to Publish. And you want to click I will install my form. And you want to copy that. Copy this right here. Make sure you copy that, okay? And we want to go back to edit your page, okay? So now this is your splash page. We want to make sure we are on the same page. This is the page we're editing now, okay? So make sure you go back to your splash page, your squeeze page, whatever you want to call it. And we want to add our web form, okay? Will be, and now we want to publish. Now I want to view my page, and look at that, very nice. So now we're on to some bigger and better lead generation. You know what, I just realized, you want to bold that. I want to just change that. So I did it wrong. Font size. Fold it. And actually, you don't have to reinstall your web form, just so you know. Once you've done that, you don't have to reinstall it because it's linked to it, and it will just, any changes that you make should show up. Right. Not, I don't know. There you go. So now you have it. There you go. Enter your best email. Maybe I like it a little bit bigger, but I'm not going to go through that. You can make it bigger, make it however you want. Out of that, make it look fantastico. Alright, so now let's go back to here because I want to show you how to use your background images. It's really, really cool. Now what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to go to Google Images. And for this actual book, I'm actually already have mine downloaded, but what you want to do is HD wallpapers. Now you can put money, whatever it is, social media, Facebook, whatever it is that you want to look for, and just do a Google search and start searching, but just make sure you put HD wallpapers in the background there, okay? So actually for this video, I already have mine already done, what you can see right here, and actually like if you wanted to use this one, it's fine because this will be covered up, because it will actually, the squeeze page itself will actually go over that. So kind of cool that you can do that. And so now I want to go right on over to, back to where we were here. Okay. Select background image. Select file. Okay, so I got a red background. Like I said, red is aggressive. You know, it just makes people aggressive. So you can use it if you want to. I'm going to copy this right here. Once you've inserted that, link the background, and we just want to update. Go back to the view page to make sure that update works, and there you have it. Now we've got a nice red background. And like I said, you can change it to whatever you want. You can see I have money here in the background flying around, you know. I have on my free ebook, give you some examples of what I've done. You can see I actually downloaded that. That's an HD wallpaper background, and I just did that with Google Images. Use download now button, enter your best email. You know, it's basically the same thing. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to use Hanoi, and I just got keep not showing up. Oh yeah. Alright. I'm not sure on my HTML, but sometimes WordPress has some things with me. Alright, so now your redirect URL. So if you want to redirect them to, let's say you wanted to redirect them to your Facebook traffic ebook, you want to redirect them to your network marketing GT, which is normally what I do. Here. Page. Too many windows opening, guys. Let me just cut some of these out. We're done with that. Right? We're done with that one. We're done with that one. There's my noise too. Okay, we're done with that one. And that's all we want. Okay, so my exit, my redirect URL here, you can see I already used so many of these. And you know, in your alert box, just put wait. Before you go, learn, actually, stay on page. And I just, definitely like that. And you guys just be creative with this, okay? Like I said, I mean, this is just all about being you, being creative. And, you know, I'd hate for you guys to get on the phone from your prospect and say, hey, that doesn't sound like something, okay? You know, so just be you. I mean, what I say is correct either, so just do what you need to do. You could actually do better than I do, you know what I mean? Because you have maybe a better copywriting skill. I don't know, you know? So just be you. It's just the main thing that I can recommend here. Now let's go to the page. Make sure everything's looking good. Exit pop-up, leave this page, learn how to create a 10K recurring monthly income in 30 days or less. Click stay on page to learn more. Now if they click stay on page, where they're going to go, they're going to go to my Network Marketing VT Squeeze page. Pretty awesome. And that's how you do it, folks. That's just the way you do it. That's how you become an expert marketer. Just kidding. But yeah, this is really cool, guys. You guys can just create as many sales pages as you want, as many free offers as you want. Like I said, what you want to do, like what I'm going to actually do with this one, this big book of home business lead generation, is I'm going to create a blog post about it. I'm going to list some tips. I'm going to give away some information. I'm going to share a few things, and then I'm going to recommend this big book of home business lead generation, okay? And then I'm going to do, obviously, I'm going to use Pinoy, and I'm going to do an exit path, okay? But I'm also going to leave the link to this free offer right here for them to grab the free ebook. And that's how it's done. And you can also use these for events, solo ads, sharing on Facebook, like, hey, you know, here's a free ebook that's helped me tremendously in my business. I know it will help you in yours. Here's how to generate endless leads for your home-based business. Download this ebook now. You know, it's just something like that. Post it on Twitter, social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever it is that you want to post it. All right, folks, that's it for today. That's all I've got. If you have questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. Questions, comments, I'd love to hear your feedback. Leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just go ahead and click subscribe. Would love for you to stay up to date. I've actually just hit over 100 videos, which I just realized yesterday. I was at like 102 or something. So pretty cool. Just a milestone. I always keep track of that stuff. Also, join me on Facebook. So, you know, make sure you join me on my fan page to keep up with me, and join my newsletter to get all my free training straight to your inbox. And I'll see you on the next post. Bye for now.